PK, after a long and probably unusual pre-season, given everything that's been going on, competitive football is back. You and the boys excited?
Yeah, I think it's great. Like you said, it's been a long pre-season, and what the players always look forward to are some sort of games. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to play that many, so being able to play tomorrow night, it's exciting, not just for the players, but I think football in general in Melbourne.
No, those three Socceroos boys out. What sort of, great opportunity is it once again for some of those younger players to put their hand up?
Yeah, it is. We can't control the FIFA breaks, and it's just another opportunity, like you said, for the young players to come in and try and play some football because we know it's a competitive sport, and to get in this team, it's competitive. So look, they've got every chance beginning with tomorrow, and we'll see how they go.
Traditionally, around the 32 games for A-League sides happen a lot sooner, or a lot further out from the season. Does that change your thinking heading into the Friday night game? Is it more of a dress rehearsal than normal?
No, not really. We take one game at a time. I know you're saying it's cliche, but it literally is. So tomorrow, is the most important game at the moment. And we have to adapt. That's the way it works. So we just have to deal with it, and again, we look forward to tomorrow.
So strongest 11 you can throw out will be out there tomorrow?
We'll see how training goes. Obviously we'll look at training and we'll pick the squad after that. But everyone's available for selection.
Is it even more exciting the fact that you're coaching against a team that you have such strong ties with in South Melbourne?
Yeah, it's a weird one, to be honest with you. I started my professional career there at 15, and it's crazy that we get drawn there. It's gonna be great. I haven't been to the stadium for ages, and hopefully there's a few people that I can see. But look, I think the main focus is the game and how we go about it.
You mentioned everyone's ready for selection. Manuel put you on early as well. Saw his name wasn't in the friendlies against West United, but he's ready to go.
Yeah, again, we'll see how he goes. Manuel's just come out of quarantine not too long, so we need to be smart as well. So look, he'll be training today, and we'll see how he pulls up.
You looking at using him as a 10 behind the front three, or what's his role for you? Do you envision?
Attacking midfielder. We have nothing changes. He has to compete with obviously Connor and Florin, and also maybe one or two others. So his role is exactly the same as the others. We won't change our system to play a 10 behind, but he'll be an attacking midfielder.
I think when you were playing for South, it would have been Bob Jane's Stadium.
Yes.
Yes. What's your favourite memory as a player with Bob Jane?
There's so many. I think, to be honest with you, I used to, because I was still underage, I used to catch the tram to Clarendon Street and walk down, and I think that whole process of walking down and going to the change rooms, and I used to be nervous because all the big plays and Ange started, then Mickey P. But it was the whole thing of going to training and knowing that you're playing or training with some of the best players in Australia. That was probably the start of my education. The other bits were great, playing and winning a title and winning best and fairest, and that's okay. But the start was, I think, where the most exciting time was.
Trim has given you a bit of an education as a defender in training every week.
Yeah, a few times, and there was a few others as well. Don't get it wrong, but they taught a lot of things to me, about environment, expectations, hard work, good people. So, again, like I said, I think I've said the other day, I owe a lot to them in my education in football.
How special is it having that, this historical connection with a club that's been so big and strike for so long?
Yeah, it's great, like you said, it's probably one of the biggest clubs in the NSL. I think it was one of the biggest clubs in Asia, or Oceania, I should say. I never thought the day would come that I'd return there in some sort of capacity, and obviously tomorrow night is a chance that I can do it. But it's not about me; it's about the team and how we perform. And again, it's a chance to play a game and prepare, obviously, for the game and for next week as well.
Anyone unavailable in terms of apart from those Socceroos boys?
No, that's it. Yeah, we have full availability. So again, we'll see how everyone goes after today.
Joe sort of touched on it before, in terms of it coming really a week out from the season, how good is it to get that real competitive tune-up, I suppose?
Yeah, well, it's good because we haven't played many games. Normally, like you said, we've already played 8 games already, but we only played 2. So, it's a chance to play another game, another 90 minutes. It's a competitive game. So, I'm sure the players are looking forward to it.
What sort of game are you expecting from South Melbourne? I know they haven't played in quite some time, but if you had a chance to go back a few months and have a look at what
they'll have their, obviously the renowned crowd. I'm sure it's going to be a big game for them. They're a good team, so let's not dismiss them. They're a good team. They're always thereabouts in the NPL. So look at some good players. So it's going to be a tough game. And obviously, hopefully, a great atmosphere for everyone.
How do you know about, have you been diving back and watching the NPL videos from the season?
Yeah, we do our research. I'll be lying to say we didn't. We do our research because every team needs to be respected. There's no such thing as an easy game. So look, again, we do our research on them, but in the day, it's about us and what we do and how our processes work and how we follow that into the game.
A couple of former City boys at South as well, as Zach Bates and Jerry Salados. Did you ever coach them in the youth?
Zach Bates I did. Jerry was a year older. There's also, I think, there's Marcus. I don't want to pronounce his last name just in case I'm wrong. So look, they're good players in the NPL system. They're great players here as well. So again, they've got some quality.
As a coach, as a head coach, this is the one trophy in Australia at least that you've not got yet. How keen are you? I know it's early in the FFA Cup to add this one.
To be honest, I haven't even thought about it. I don't think like that, as you would know. Look, I just think on game-to-game basis and what we do and how we go about it. The cup is a long way away in my mind.
Is it Collar and Tillio, are those two that have put their hand up to play up forward as they did sort of at the end of the season?
They're available, yeah. But again, we'll see what happens today and see how they pull up.
In terms of pre-season, a lot of continuity in the squad, but in the dugouts now you've got Ralph and Checky working with you. What's that been like? Has that been an easy adjustment given that they've come up through the system as well? Or?
Yeah, well, look, I've known Ralphie for a long time now. Checky has been involved in the youth teams in the NPL system, so it's not really nothing changes really. We just we want good people at this club, and they're great people to have next to you. And again, nothing changes really. They just come into positions, coaching positions in the first team.
Is that important for this club, that it's the culture, that there's the pathway, you've done the pathway, now your assistants have done the pathway, that there's that continuity throughout the entire
look, I think it's a start, that's why we have coaches at academy level, and hopefully one day someone can come up through the ranks and be the head coach. It's like players. It's the same thing for coaches, the same pathway. So look, time will tell, but I think it's definitely something that we want at this club. We want the things ingrained from an early stage, and they're two that have done that. And they're good people within the club. So, you could be a coach, but you have to be a good person as well. And them two plus, the staff here are very good. So we're lucky to have them.